You are watching the CCRI channel from the Community College of Rhode Island, online at ccri.edu/channel.
Hello and welcome back to CCRI Today, a show that takes a look at what's going on at the CCRI campuses, including news, current events, and sports. I'm Morgan Judd, news reporter for CCRI. This season, I am happy to be joined with my new co-host, Peyton Lewis.
Hello, I'm Peyton Lewis. I'm the podcast director at the CCRI Radio, as well as a filmmaker in my spare time. I am really excited to be here on CCRI Today and to join my good friend Morgan in delivering you the news. First, our top story for today. Reporter Morgan Judd spoke with the president of the college, Rosemary Costigan, about what she looks forward to when working with student engagement at CCRI. Costigan explains her goals towards interacting with students on all 4 CCRI campuses and those who learn online, as well as furthering the success of CCRI students before and after graduation. To learn more about the interview, check out the story on the Unfiltered Lens website at theunfilteredlens.org.
And in campus news, midterms are coming up soon. Remember that teachers need to submit midterm grades by October 25th. Be sure to study up.
Study for those midterms. Also a reminder that there are no classes on Monday, October 9th due to Columbus Day. All Monday classes will be held on Tuesday, October 10th.
Now let's take a look at some upcoming events on campus. Did you miss the Involvement Day fair this week? Worry not. Student Life will be hosting an involvement fair on October 10th on the Newport campus. If you're interested in joining a club, then that's the place to be.
I'm definitely going to be on the Newport campus. Get your suits ready, CCRI. The Fall Business Job Fair is coming up. Make sure to check it out on the night campus on October 17th if you are interested.
And now let's take a look at sports. Ashley Casiano has joined the CCRI Athletics team as the new inaugural Director of Athletics, Recreation, and Wellness. This new position allows Ashley to create programs focusing on healthy living and wellness. The CCRI Instagram page says her goal is to foster a culture of respect, communication, inclusion, and competitiveness, while nurturing wellness and fitness programs that will be supported along health practices.
Now we will head over to our field reporters from the studio production class.
What's something you will and you won't miss from high school?
Something I won't miss from high school is the specific regimented structure that you didn't have a lot of choice in. But something I do think I will miss is the amount of advice on what you should and shouldn't take in order to graduate, do well.
So something I won't miss from high school is having to get up super early. When I was in high school, I would have to report to our newsroom at 6 a.m. and sometimes I wouldn't leave until 10 o'clock at night. Whereas here at CCRI, it's a lot more flexible. I don't always have to come in super early in the morning and I don't always have to stay super late at night. So I have a little bit more flexibility with my work hours towards my career.
Well, I'll miss how easy and simple things were back then. Compared to now, like, I like being an adult, but it's always just, I love the nostalgia of it. I would have told myself so many things that I know now back then if I could go back and tell myself.
What were some expectations you had in high school that now that you're in college have changed?
In high school, I'd always been given the impression that college will be very difficult, that what you'd be learning is far above what you would learn in high school, and that the expectation from your teachers will be grandiose. Though I found that that's not often the case, it's far more similar than I expected.
So something I thought when coming into CCRI was I thought it would be a lot harder. But for me, it kind of felt like I was just leaving high school and coming right back to high school again. The classes haven't really been that much of a heavy workload for me, so it kind of felt like I thought I would go into college with this big workload and being overwhelmed, but I didn't find it like that.
What are you looking forward to in this semester?
I'm looking forward to working with the CCRI TV and expanding my knowledge and career with the Unfiltered Lens.
I am not gonna lie, I'm looking forward to the finals and midterms because I would like to see if that's where I run into the challenge of
This semester, I'm finishing, well, not finishing, I'm continuing my communications degree.
Are you a part-time or full-time student?
I'm a full-time student.
I'm a full-time student.
I am a part-time student.
What advice would you give to a new student?
The advice I would give is to make sure you have enough free time in your schedule to study what you're learning in class and find time so that way you can go to teachers during their office hours if there's something that you aren't quite getting. And outside resources, if you can find them, something like Khan Academy or Sophia. They're pretty good.
What I would give to the new students is get involved. There's a lot of opportunities at this college, even though it is a community college, that students may not know about. And I would definitely take the opportunities advantage just to get involved and learn about everything going on at CCRI.
Before you come here, know what you want to do. If you're in high school right now, make sure you have an idea of something that you want to do, something that you've always been good at, and something that you know you can make a living off of. Focus on that more than you focus on something like, this looks cool, I want to do it. College is a training ground for the real world. So please take that advice.
What does disability services offer and how can it benefit the students?
Okay, Disability Services, or DSS, provides accommodations to students with a documented disability. Our purpose is to ensure that students with disabilities have equal access or an equal opportunity to the same education as their non-disabled peers.
What kind of accommodations can professors offer in classes?
So reasonable accommodations are determined at individual meetings between a DSS coordinator and a student. The professors are then sent a letter stating which accommodations those students are eligible for. Some examples of those accommodations might be extended testing time, a separate reduced distraction testing location. There may be some assistive technology that needs to be used, and that means things like screen readers or electronic braille. Some students who need assistance with note-taking receive an advanced copy of PowerPoints or notes if they're being provided to the class.
So what accommodations are there in the building for physically disabled students?
So there are various physical disabilities. So what a wheelchair user would need is different than somebody who has a balance issue or might have a back injury or something like that. So according to the individual needs, we have accessible doors, accessible bathroom stalls, or getting into the bathrooms as well as ramps. Some students need special chairs. Others might need a lab table to be lowered to a certain height. Sometimes we have to relocate a class. These are older buildings, so not everything is fully accessible. So sometimes we have to relocate classes to ensure that that class is accessible.
So what forms do students need to get accommodations?
So when I showed you before how to put that application in, so when you submit that application, the supporting documentation is what you need. So that supporting documentation is relevant, current documentation from qualified professionals stating that you have a disability. It could be an assessment, it could be a report, it could be a letter from a qualified professional, people like psychologists, diagnosticians, therapists. IEPs and 504 plans are considered supplemental. We need additional documentation to those. They are helpful, but we can't use those alone.
Hello, who are you? I'm Evelyn Aguilar. I'm a tutor here at CCRI.
What are the benefits of getting a tutor?
There's a lot of benefits, especially for students that are struggling in one class. They can get help to understand the subject. They can improve grades. But there's no benefits just for students that are struggling. People want to master in one subject, and they can come and get the extra help. We guide students, and we encourage students to use all the tools that they have to succeed in the specific class. In my case, is accounting. So I guide the students in so they can use in a better way the like Pearson, McGraw-Hill.
Where can these tutors' appointment be held?
It all depends on the student's needs. We have tutors for a lot of classes, especially math classes. But if there's a class that they have not a tutor, we don't have a tutor available for that class, probably they can get an appointment tutor me and get the help. But the appointments can be held in the tutoring center. We have a tutoring center in each campus, Newport, Leaston, Providence, and here at Warwick. And we offer online tutoring as well.
Are tutors available for everyone?
Yes, everyone. If a student is enrolled at CCRI, it has to be a CCRI student, and they can have a tutor for the classes that they are enrolled in. If like a student is enrolled in an accounting class, they can reach an accounting tutor. If they enroll in math classes, they can find a math tutor in the specific class.
When it comes to dealing with students who has troubles understanding what is being taught with even with help, with your help, how do you as a tutor overcome this obstacle?
I try to motivate the student as much as I can. Students needs to do their work and we can help. We are here, like students are supposed to come here with a question, with a specific question. I didn't understand this assignment. I didn't understand this, like the accounting equation. Can you explain me what audacity is? And I can go and do a specific thing, but definitely in a tutor, a tutor cannot teach you all the class. It's you need to come with a specific question, and then I can help.
You are watching the CCRI channel from the Community College of Rhode Island, online at ccri.edu/channel.
Each year, there are more than a dozen significant tropical and winter storms that threaten the East Coast. So chances are there will be more hurricanes and blizzards near here again. And between school, sports, and social lives, chances are you won't be with your kids when it happens. Will they know what to do? Ready.gov/kids has all the educational tools and information to make the conversation easy. When the time comes, chances are they'll feel prepared, not scared. So talk with your family today.
I'm Morgan Judd, and I'm here talking with Charles Padgett, CCRI Student Government President. Hello, Charles.
Good morning. How are you?
How are you? Good. All right, so why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself?
I am in my final year at CCRI. I am a business major. I am planning on taking a semester off before I transfer to RIC. That's the main thought pattern. But, life changes. You never know. As you said, I am the incoming president, and there's a lot of stuff that we have planned going for you, so let's get to it.
So how's the school year been so far for you guys?
As far as student government is concerned, well, there's a lot on our plate that's going on right now. There are some things that we can't talk about yet. There is a situation that is going on that I can talk about, and there's nothing too much that I can really do about it because it's out of our hands. A lot of student workers are finding out that their student pay is getting sliced and diced by more than half, pretty much, and it all comes down to finances and funding, and no matter how much we cry about it, we're not going to be able to get it changed. We have had meetings with the status quo, and unfortunately, we're not going to get what we want for the upcoming students. And it's hurtful. Yeah.
Have you faced any challenges so far with your position this year?
Yeah, just like I was just talking about. It doesn't affect me as much as it does other students because, I pretty much just have this one semester coming up. But seeing that I am in the position that I'm in, I really feel like it's my duty to look forward to getting other people taken care of. It doesn't just stop with me in this particular school year, but the school year is going forward. And I think it's unfair to not just the students, but their supervisors in different departments that they are being cut down to what they can and what they cannot do as far as having student workers. And, it's a big bite to take, so.
What's your favorite part about being the student president? What do you enjoy about it the most?
The recognition is really cool. It's really cool. I walk into the room and it's like Mr. President. I even have a nickname. My student advisor calls me President Pop Pop. I gave it to myself, but she takes it and just rolls with it. I actually came to fruition because my grandson had asked me what he can call me now that I've been elected. So I told him he can call me President Pop Pop. Other than that, it's just knowing the fact that I have the chance to make a difference for the students.
So you work alongside Megan Pereira, the student government vice president. Do you guys have any goals for this school year or this semester?
One of our biggest goals is the communication. Like, for instance, we didn't find out about this situation with the pay until it had already come into fruition. So there was no way we can find out, but express to different students and the different leaders of different, what's the word I'm looking for, departments. So it was a real hardship to get that taken care of. And like I said, it still weighs on me now. There's nothing I can do about it, and it really, really bothers me because, when I first started this, it was student first, and I really feel like this is something that is putting us backwards instead of going forward.
Seems like you guys have a lot on your plate. I know with you, we'll be in really good hands with the student government and the student success for CCRI.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you so much.
It's been great having you here. So with that being said, thank you for watching another episode of CCRI Today. You can find more episodes, student films, and live sporting events at ccri.edu/channel. And be sure to stick around for a behind-the-scenes look at the making of this show. I'm Morgan Judd with the CCRI channel, and we'll see you next time.
You are watching the CCRI channel. film, television, and live events from students at the Community College of Rhode Island. See more online at ccri.edu/channel.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
All right, this looks pretty good. Oh, hi there. My name's Andrew Hurst. I'm making a behind-the-scenes video on how we make an episode of CCRI today. Would you like to see it? First, let's talk about our camera setup. This camera in particular doubles as both a teleprompter and a wide angle of our guests and anchors, whereas the other cameras focus on individual subjects. But of course, how are we going to do that if we don't have any good lighting? Now let's head over to the director's studio, where things such as our sound are recorded and constantly being adjusted during the live recording, the teleprompter, which is, very useful if you're an anchor, and where the main director is located, who communicates with the floor director. Their job is to take orders from the forward chain of command and to also control the floor where we are filming. Of course, before we can jump into any of this stuff, we have to practice many, many times. But it's not all just studio stuff. We have to go outside of the classroom and also record interviews and some B-roll footage. That way, editors like myself can work with a much bigger variety of footage. However, none of this would be possible without the help of one man, Professor John Dorn. He's the foreman of the project, helping to make this episode come to life. All in all, making an episode of CCRI today is very fun. We overcome obstacles and unintentionally make some, but we all learn from our mistakes, and we try our best to make the best content for CCRI today.